All right, one of the questions being asked about is how to set up the table for number 25. So let's discuss. So this problem would like you to have a table of data in order to take a look at the limit. We're going to do similarly to what we saw in the notes today, and we're going to create two tables. And we're going to create a table from the left and a table from the right. Now, the number we're trying to approach is 3. So we're going to have our x and f of x, and this first table is going to represent numbers to the left of 3. And the second table is going to represent numbers to the right of 3. Now, generally it's smart to just start 1 away from the number you're looking at. So let's start 1 to the left of 3. So we'll start at 2. And then we'll get closer and closer to 3. So how about we go 2.5? And then how about we go, 2.9? And how about we go 2.99? And then one more, 2.999. And we're going to find the outputs for each of those so that we can see what is happening as x approaches 3 from the left. Now, similarly, we're going to create a table from the right. This time, we're going to choose a value to the right of 3, like 4. And we're going to get closer and closer to 4. So we're going to go down. So 3.5, and then how about 3.1, and then how about 3.01, and then how about 3.001. Now, what we need to do is use our graphing calculator and find those values. So I'm going to pull up my graphing calculator emulator, which is the same as your graphing calculator, and I'm going to type in my function. So I'm going to click y equals, and now I'm going to be really strategic when I type this in. I'm going to group my numerator, so I have x squared minus 3x, parentheses, that's the numerator, divided by, parentheses, x squared minus 9. And that's the function we're looking at. I'm going to go ahead and hit second mode, which is going to quit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask my calculator to calculate each of these outputs. I'm going to do so by hitting variables, y variables, and option 1. You'll notice that y sub 1 is the function we typed in to our calculator. So I'm going to hit y sub 1, and I'm going to put parentheses, and I'm going to tell it to put in 2. Now, all this is doing is it's taking 2 and it's replacing all of the x's in my function with 2. And I'm going to hit enter. And I get 0.4. So I'm going to write that over here. I'm going to repeat the process, and I'm going to do it kind of the lazy way. I'm going to hit enter to copy my function, and then I'm going to change this 2 to 2.5. And then I'm going to hit enter. And I see I get 0.454. And then I'm going to repeat that process. I'm going to go back up, and I'm going to change it to 2.9. Then I'm going to hit enter. And then I see that I get 0.491. And I'm going to repeat, and so on. I'll do the exact same thing for the other values, get my outputs, and then I'll know what the limit is from the left and what the limit is from the right. If the limit is the same from both directions, then I know the limit. And that's it.